DMD, and I'm here with my buddy Gwen, who got first place with what deck?
Purrely.
Purrely. We played at our locals on, Friday?
Yep.
The day before yesterday.
Yep.
She kind of cooked me. I was very sad.
It was funny.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was just sad.
What? Didn't you like the double anti-spell doing nothing?
Yeah, no, I thought the double anti-spell was going to go hard, but the problem was I had to use my Baron before, like, it was important to use the Baron. But anyway, yeah, how do you like this deck, this format?
I honestly feel like the deck is really good. Purrely has kind of an inverse ratio where the better it gets, the more people side for it, and then the worse it gets. And we're kind of at the point where people aren't really siding for it, so it's better because no one is siding Herald of the Abyss or XYZ Encore or things like that.
Challenge accepted.
Sure, I mean, that's fine. I'll just play Token Collector against you and it'll be fair.
That's so rude.
Hey, you started it.
You're so rude. Anyway, let's get this.
So first of all, we got the tokens. We have a French nib token, just in case either I get nibbed rarely or I want to nib someone else. I've got my Jaden token and my Zane token for good luck.
Fair enough. Stop using that nib token. You don't need it. Stop.
No, I need it with how often I nib people and how often I get nibbed.
Stop nibbing me, please.
No, I'm good. We move on to the main deck, starting with the Purrely engine. We've got 3 of each cat.
Meow.
Some people have started moving them to 2, which I don't like as much. 2 is just a really weird number, especially when you only have these to summon off. So if, like, my hands frequently have 1 or more of them, so if you discard and start specialing them, you can run out of them really quick. Then onto the spells, it's kind of standard. 3 happy, 3 pretty, 1 delicious, 2 sleepy, 3 my friend, 3 street, and then the 1 eep.
The fact that delicious is still at 1 is like so, like, is it even like necessary though? Because like sleepy is like objectively like the best one because that's what nets you to draws. So like,
yeah, it's really unfortunate. I would really rather delicious be at 3 and sleepy be at 1 because then it makes noir a bit easier to get to. But I don't know. I feel like the consistency hits the deck has taken cause problems, and so I'm hoping in the next ban list, hopefully the ban list will be out by the time this video does, we'll have at least 1 memory back. Maybe they'll just put delicious and sleepy to 3. That'd be great. But that's all for the Purrely engine. It's fairly standard. Some people are on more than 1 trap. I don't know how to feel about that. The trap's really good, but you would rather set it off of Noir than draw it. Because if you draw it, it's kind of a dead card. Because you want to discard everything in your hand.
Now for the most of the deck is hand traps, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, no, the Purrely engine is...
well, that's about half.
Yeah, it's about half. We've got your 3 Ash, your 3 Veiler, your 3 Nib,
Cringe.
your 3 Imperm, and the 1 Droll.
And I think I see a cross out as the next card, so that explains the 1 of Droll. But
yeah, the other 2 are inside in case I go up against a combo deck where Droll is good. But otherwise, I kind of just want to have Droll in the deck, so if I go first and start playing and they Droll me, I can just cross it out.
Yeah, that's valid.
And then the rest of the hand traps, I don't know how to feel about Imperm because drawing Imperms off of Noir.
Oh, it's pain.
Yeah. It's pain. You want to see Ash's, Veiler's, Nibs. I've been almost tempted to run something like Mourner instead of Imperm, so that it's still live if you draw it.
That's fair, but like I think cross-categorically that's still probably the best card. Because like, if you draw it against Snake Eye, if you draw it against... I mean, Mourner does hit like a lot of the same areas, but like, you can use it on a normal summon. Like, you can imperm their hash.
Yeah, though, thinking about it, it almost may be worth playing a 1 of Mourner anyway, just as another cross-out target, and also a...
just a Mourner.
Yeah, just a Mourner. The number of times I see this 1 of Droll in my opening hand is crazy, and I don't like it.
I mean, it's good if you play the Manadium people.
Well, yeah, if I play Manadium, then Droll goes really hard.
That's fair.
But if I don't play Vanadium, then Droll's kind of just... If I open Droll going second against Snake Eye, I kind of just lose unless their hand is exactly Bonfire to start.
Yeah. Well, moving on from the theory on the Snake Eye deck and the hand traps.
So now we've got just the generic cards. We've got the 3 Crossout, because Crossout is really good this format.
Yeah.
Especially when you have Snake Eyes playing 18 plus hand traps, and especially when we get to 10 Pi next format where they're playing 20 plus.
Yeah.
Having 3 Crossouts to deal with them. Crossout has won me multiple games.
Yep.
Being able to like start playing and know you can just play through an Ash or play through a Droll or even play through a Nib is just really good.
Yeah.
1 Terraforming. So this is actually my 41st card. I actually really like Terraforming because the field spell is an auto win against a lot of decks right now.
Yeah.
If you activate the field spell against Rescue Waste, you kind of just win.
Yeah, they can't out it without targeting, so it's just like...
And if you activate it during Snake Eye, it turns off 90% of their plays because they can't target your monsters to do anything, and they can't Princess target to
Pop. Yeah.
1 Talent. Talent's just really good right now. It's also technically another Crossout target. If I'm going second, set Crossout, and then have hand traps in hand, and they like do something, I cross it out. Or like I activate an Ash, and then they talent, I can just be like, cool, cross out the talent.
Yeah.
And then they don't get to play, and it's just really good. And then Rivalry. Rivalry is just always good.
Nice one of.
Yeah, it's a really good one of, especially in this format where you go against... Because I'm basically planning everything against going against Snake Eyes.
That's fair.
Because it's 90% of what you're going to see at big events.
That's fair.
And so letting them, like, summon Linkuriboh, activate Popular Effect, chain Rivalry, and basically it forces them to get rid of either Linkuriboh or Ash, and they can't Ash send into Dragon anymore.
Yeah, that's really good.
So first for the extra deck, we've got your fairly standard Zeus Downer package. It's really good. I'm actually considering a second Zeus because going Downer Zeus, leaving it on 1 material after your spin backs, and then attacking with it, and then putting another one on top is just really good.
Yeah.
You've got your Purrelys, you've got 2 Beauty.
So 3 Vaporeon, 3 Leafeon.
No, 2 Beauty.
Oh.
2 Happiness.
So 2 Vaporeon and 2 Leafeon. That is correct.
That is not Leafeon.
Oh, what is it then? Is it the
Plump.
light? Oh, yeah, Leafeon is plump.
1 Noir, 1 Plump for the babies. I really miss playing more than 1 Plump, but with only 1 Delicious, 1 Plump's all you need.
Yeah.
Happiness is the FTK machine, and Beauty is the just Monster Negate, which is insane. And then the best card in the deck, Purrely Noir. You have to play 2 of it.
Yeah, that card's goofy.
Card's insane.
Like, just being able to, like, sit on a tower. Some decks just can't out the towers, but
No.
let alone, like, the 3 spins that you get off of it, too. It's like, well, damn, bro, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's like you have to play through all of it, and it's just really good. So that's all for the Purrelys.
The fact that it also hits Graveyard, too, is so funny against, like, tier names.
Yeah. Tier names is really good. I did that at regionals last year. I just sat there with this, I think it was a 6-mat Noir, and just let tier play, and every time they would activate a Graveyard effect to fuse, I would just shuffle it back.
Goofy.
The 1 Nightingale for the Zeus package, and then 1 Ensemble Robin. This is a flex spot right now. I'm unsure of what to put in there, but I really like the Ensemble Robin of, like, you make your Noir, and then you've got 2 level 1s left over, so you just make Robin, so it just bounces back whatever they summon. The only problem is Robin plays really hard into Nib, which this format is, if I have Crossout, I'm going to go for it. If I don't have Crossout, it's just...
Too much of a risk.
It's too much of a risk. I would rather leave the 1s on board and make something else. So I don't know what this is going to be. It might be something to out my opponent's towers, because I've been trying to figure that out.
Yeah. The risk-benefit, like, ratio
Yeah.
just isn't in favor of...
Yeah. We've got 1 Typhon, 1 Anima, and 1 Little Knight. It's just kind of the best utility in the game right now.
All right, for the side deck real quick.
So side deck is fairly simple. We've got the other 2 Drolls. You're going to see combo decks probably maybe 1 or 2 times a tournament, so you always want to have it just in case.
Yeah, Vanadium or something.
Yeah, like you don't want this against Snake Eyes, but you absolutely want it against Vanadium to stop them from playing. We've got 3 bells. Bells are very good against a lot of decks. They're good against Bystials. But the main reason the bell's in here is if you attempt to Lily rank up and they go to DD Crow your spell, you can bell it in response to keep your thing, which is just kind of necessary.
Yeah.
So then the fun tech card that I'm coping on, no material.
So I think that card's actually pretty good. Like if you just go like no material like Flamberge, it's kind of goofy.
Yeah, I don't disagree. The problem is no material. One, requires your opponent to special summon a monster.
And also you have to have no cards.
You have to have no cards. So unless you're going second and draw it in your opening hand, it's just a dead card.
Yeah.
Unless they completely wipe your board. Like if they have Evenly in Pink, for example. Yeah. But I'm probably going to cut this. It's just fun. It has a lot of utility against... It can do things against Snake Eye, and it can do a lot of things against Rogue. You've got the 3 Cosmics. Cosmic is just really good, pretty much always. If your opponent flips up like an anti-spell, it doesn't actually kill this deck because everything's quick play. But if they flip up a Summon Limit or a Rivalry when you have a non-fairy or Gozen...
Yeah, it's rough to play through.
Yeah. So Cyclone's really good. The Duster to go with it because blowout cards are always good.
Yeah. But
And then the final is 3 Summon Limit. Summon Limit going first into a Noir is just kind of an auto win.
yeah, the game is just like that card in general. Like if you establish a board this format and then you flip Summon Limit, your turn's just like over.
Yeah, like I was playing against Voiceless Voice and like used up all the negates that he had, revealed a Delicious off of a Purrely, which would have let me go like full combo to kill. And then I go Purrely effect to rank up and he just goes Summon Limit. And I'm like, cool, we'll go to the next game. Like Summon Limit is either an out, if you're going second, Summon Limit is out it or lose, basically.
Yeah.
And that's why the Cosmics and the Dusters are there.
Yeah, and if your opponent already has negates on the board, you're not outing it.
No.
Because then they just negate the out.
No.
So
Fortunately, this deck can kind of play around it because it can make a Baby Noir in 2 summons to bounce it, or a Beauty in 2 summons to take it.
yeah.
So it can play through it, but having it flipped when you've already done 2 summons is just kind of
GG.
GG.
Yeah. Well, Gwen, thank you for the profile Reno. How you said you're liking this deck, this format. Do you think you're going to keep on playing it into the next one? Assuming we get a ban list here pretty soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, Konami, please.
If we get a ban list soon, I think that'll determine everything. Otherwise, I feel like the deck is good because no one expects it. Like,
yeah.
Like, the deck sees occasional tops, but this is basically a you prepared to expect Snake Eyes, side for Snake Eyes, and for things like Flu. And just other random stun decks that have Shifter.
That's fair.
So Purrely is kind of in that spot of you're not expecting it, so you don't side for it.
Yeah.
Purrely doesn't die to all the same hand traps that Snake Eye does. Because if you set up Field Spell, you can't Imperm, you can't Veiler. So it's just a bad position to be put in. You need, basically, things like Herald.
Yeah.
Or Super Poly.
Yeah, Super Poly does the trick for sure.
Super Poly has to have less than 5 materials, but...
Well, yeah.
But even then, you activate it once to spin, and they just go, cool, change Super Poly. And then
you just kind of lose.
Yeah, your Noir's gone. Yeah, so I'd like to shout out the sponsors of the new team I'm on. Smart TCG and Grimoire both make great products, so go check them out. And yeah, that's about it.
Alright, awesome. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's that DMD, and your boy is out.